welcome to Pins and Things. Today we're going to be putting together these awesome gingerbread houses and making the icing. If you want to learn how to make the actual gingerbread, go to Ashlee Marie's channel. She's amazing. She's amazing. We'll have a link in the description below on how to make the gingerbread. Let's decorate these babies and put them together. We're going to start by making the icing. So what you're going to need for this is 1 pound of powdered sugar, but we are actually doubling this recipe, so that's actually a lot more.
This is 2 pounds.
Yeah. I can taste it.
Right? This is not sugar cloud.
I'm not allowed to. Then we're also going to add 3 tablespoons of meringue powder, and this is actually 6 because we're doubling it, but where can you get this?
You can get it, like Wilton sells it in the cake decorating aisle at Michael's or Joann's or a grocery store, and then of course I order mine on Amazon. It has everything.
Cool. I've never used it before, so this should be exciting.
It's going to be powdery. Alright.
So now we're going to add 6 tablespoons of warm water.
This is doubled, so it's 12.
Yeah. Mix it together.
Yes.
For how long?
Now, in a big, strong mixer like this or a KitchenAid, you don't need to mix it quite as long. 7 to 10 minutes. It's going to get glossy and pretty and smooth and have nice peaks.
Yeah.
But you can do this in a hand mixer as well. It's not going to burn it out or anything. It's not a super thick frosting. It's just going to take longer, so like 10 to 12 minutes.
Cool. Let's get started. We are all done with the frosting. And how do you pull it out?
Just pull straight up. Yep.
Okay, so you can see when it's done, it's really stiff and it has these nice peaks on it. So that is completely done. And now we're just going to pipe them into our bags, put it into our piping bags, and glue the houses together.
So one note on royal icing is it does dry really fast, which is good for gluing houses together, but it also dries really fast sitting out in your bowl. So what you want to do is take plastic wrap and just press it right down onto whatever you're not using.
Okay.
That'll keep it
Awesome.
fresh.
Let's do it.
So pull down your bag like this.
Oh.
And see, then that keeps your hand from getting dirty and it keeps the edges of your bag from being dirty too.
Cool.
Alright.
She's a professional, by the way. If you haven't noticed.
And then you can fold it back up and your ends will be nice and clean.
Awesome.
I tend to get really messy, so anything to keep me cleaner is always a good tip.
Is there a specific way to hold this?
Yes, yes there is.
Okay.
I'm glad you asked. Usually, I tell people not to fill it this full. I usually say like to keep it about a cup so that it fits nicely in your hand. But because of what we're doing isn't delicate work and we're kind of going fast, then I usually overfill for this part.
Okay.
But you want to take your thumb and your hand, and that's where you're going to pinch right here. So I'm going to twist this in between that. And that's going to keep it so that any squeezing I do is going the right direction and I'm not wasting any pressure going out the wrong end of the bag.
Cool. So the bigger squares are actually for the roof, and then the smaller squares are for the sides of the house, in between these ones.
Yeah, I was going to say, you might want to like figure out where it's going to be on your board before you start. I've totally like off-centered it so much that it's like sticking off the edge before. Oop, I made the first motion. Once you get 2 together, it helps a lot. Here, I'll hold that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, I bet you have them really strong.
I do.
It's kind of hard.
Which is another reason it's good to keep it a smaller bag. That helps.
Oh yeah.
Because your hand's not quite as big. If at the end of piping it hurts here, you were squeezing wrong, you don't want to use your finger muscles because they're really weak. You really want to use your palm muscles because that's really where the strength is. When you have a lot of piping, it's just going to hurt no matter what at the end of the day. But no, this muscle right here is my piping muscle, and I can tell the difference when I wear 3/4 length sleeve shirts. Like, it's always tighter in this one than this
so
one.
Interesting. How fast would you say this dries?
Well, like it's already holding itself together.
Yeah.
It'll be completely rock hard in probably like an hour and a half.
Okay.
But that's another reason you want this royal icing to be thick and you don't want to add too much water. If it's runny at all, it's not gonna hold together the same way.
Either I'm using the wrong muscles in my hand or I'm just like really weak in my hand.
Yay!
It's coming together really, really well already. I can feel it.
Yeah, it's amazing how sturdy you can get with just sugar and water.
Yeah. Yay! Oh, I just crushed that.
Now this part's kind of hard for kids, so when I'm doing this with my kids, I usually like put the base of the house together for them and then just let them decorate.
Oh, yeah.
But, you know, if you have really talented kids, then go for it. And you'll notice since the tops aren't like perfectly straight, they kind of have a little bend to them. They won't always touch everywhere, like they have a gap right there. I can go back in and fill that with frosting.
Oh, yeah. Woohoo!
And then this is when I go across the top now.
Okay. This is always a part in the project. I just feel this sense of relief. Like, okay, this idea that I had is finally
it's
to reality.
I totally know that feeling.
Yay!
They're so pretty!
We love it! All right, now it's time to decorate. We've had these sitting here for about a half an hour? Yeah. So they're all sturdy and strong, and now we have tons of candy. Yay! Whatever you want to put on your house, you're welcome to just find whatever candy you want to decorate with. We're gonna get started.
All right. We can't see what the other person's doing because we're both looking at opposite sides.
Don't look at my... Just kidding.
You're like 5 feet away from me. It's always so much more fun to see what the adults do than what the kids do. I'm trying to decide if I want to make the whole front rock or if I want to add like a shingle look to it.
You showed me that. Now I need to do it. I'm going to steal all your ideas.
That's half the fun though, is seeing people use it in ways that you wouldn't have thought of.
Yeah. I'm like, is my gingerbread house going to have stone or stucco on the outside?
I did one stucco once. Oh look, I'm like getting a weird bulge in my bag.
Oh, that's weird.
I have a defective bag. It's going to totally explode.
That's how strong your hand is.
Oh! There goes my bag. I said it was going to explode.
For this, we've just melted the Jolly Ranchers kind of into a pile, and while they're still a little bit squishy, they're starting to cool enough on the outside.
The outside edges are a little crunchy.
But the inside is still squishy enough that we're able to cut them into little windows.
But be careful, even though it's just sugar, it can get really sharp. All right, so now we can just let those cool and they should break right on those lines.
Okay, cool.
After they've cooled all the way.
Yay, we have windows!
No, I never get to do this because it's always all about the kids. This is fun.
You're like, kids, you go away, and I'm gonna invite over my
Mommy's
friend, and we're gonna make gingerbread houses without you.
Pretty much.
Didn't they turn out amazing? I love them. I think they turn out so good, and they're super sturdy.
Super cute. Yes.
The icing like hardens really hard and really fast. Okay, I don't remember.
I don't try too hard. But I mean, think about how much weight is on there.
Yeah.
And they're holding up really
It's
good.
pretty heavy, but it's awesome.
And I would offer you a gingerbread cookie.
Oh yeah, that's
But
right.
you're not eating sugar.
That's right. Of course I do that to myself. Make tons of sugar-filled videos and then not eat any of them.
Well, at least it smells good.
It does.
It smells like sugar.
Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Also, you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Over here, up here, you will see a link for the gingerbread, how to make the gingerbread on her channel. She has a bunch of other videos that are amazing, like every single one of them, by the way, so check out her channel, it's really cool. Over here, you can watch the beach house.
I think that's it.
Okay, so I'm gonna bring this home and my kids are gonna devour it. It's gonna be awesome. All right, we'll see you guys next time.
Bigger, so much more pressure. Oh!
See?
We have an outtakes.
Yes, we will.